back to another video. As you can see, I'm not in my normal setting. I'm actually in SHTM. I'm just literally outside one of the lecture halls, and they provided these chairs for us. These really comfy chairs, so I was just working here. And today, as the title says, I'm going back to a face-to-face class during a pandemic. Yes, pandemic. So right now, wait, let me put this down somewhere. Oh, so exposed. So right now, I am back in SHTM. A very bright SHTM building. And for those who don't know me, those who are coming back, hello, my name is Aki. I'm a hotel management student from PolyU, and today we are going back to school during a pandemic, having face-to-face classes because I have a food and beverage class in this semester. So yeah, so far I've attended 2 classes. First was the tutorial class that I was supposed to attend yesterday. I'm not going to get into why I couldn't get into it, but there was some technical issues. Online classes, right? Then later I had an online lecture of the lab session of the food and beverage class that I came to SHTM for. I forgot to mention about this because I was busy explaining why this lab session had both in-person and online classes. So if you're confused and wondering the same question, well, keep watching. For this lab, it's split into 3 hours. So the first hour is the lecture recording from like the lecturers, because we have 2 lecturers, teachers, instructors, whatever you call it. For the first hour, they're going to be like sharing the lecture stuff, and then to like make sure that everyone's safe during this face-to-face class, they've like split it into 2 hours so that they can limit the amount of students into the lab. So it's either you attend session A, which is the second hour of the 3 hour, and then the third hour would be for students in session B, if that makes any sense. We're split based on first our own preference. They actually gave us a Google form to fill up, and then they gave us the option of like, okay, which do you prefer? Based on that, they will try to allocate us into the groups, but it's not guaranteed that you get into the group that you want to go to. So for me, like I chose group A, but I think because it was full, they put me in group B, which I don't really mind because now I can record this. Yeah, so that's just how it's done. Before I get into this thing, let me just tell you why we're having this class. Sorry if it's a bit noisy. These face-to-face classes are not mandatory, but they're like provided because they knew how important these classes are and how a lot of students are actually looking forward to it. But because of the pandemic, we can't really control it, and so they were like trying their best to like make sure students get like the full exposure of what they signed up for this course, right? Which I'm so thankful for. And the best part about this class, it's really your choice whether you want to go or not. Students who are not in Hong Kong, they're not missing out because first of all, these classes, it's not graded, and then a list will be provided for students who are overseas and cannot attend lab. They'll give you like a list of what you can try and then what they're doing in the lab, and then students can go out and like buy these stuff and try it if they want. So when I found out that everything was going to be online, I was kind of bummed. I mean, I know it's essential to have everything online, but also I was so bummed because I knew this semester it was going to be my food and beverage class, and that was like the main reason I applied to hotel management. I know, call me silly, but that was literally why I decided to do hotel management. And like I remember our seniors telling us that this is like one of the classes that you really look forward to because you're literally learning to cook for yourself. And me being a foodie, I was really upset when I found out that, hey, there's going to be like lab classes for you, and I was like, thank you, Jesus. I did say it's going to be face-to-face classes, right? So how they're going to do is that they're going to limit people to come in and all that. I already mentioned that. And also all students have to wear masks at all times, and they can only remove them only when you need to. Like if you're going to try food, if you're going to taste coffee or wine that they're giving you, that's when you're allowed. So in half an hour I will have to go to the lab and get the clothes. Apparently we have to change into our lab clothes and then figure out where the lab is. I think somewhere downstairs, and then figure out where to get changed because I know there's a specific change room and there's a password for it, and they still have not told us the password, so I don't know how that's going to work. It'll eventually work out because we are not the first lab class. So I went through the scheme of work for what we're going to be learning today. I think it's still going to be like introduction, and they told us just now they're going to teach us how to wash our hands. So apparently a lot of people don't know how to wash their hands. I think we're going to learn how to identify cutleries too. It says that's introductory class, so I'm looking forward to it. So let's go.
An appetizer for, a main course for, and they're actually the same.
Yeah, I feel like I'm gonna break this.
If it's really hard, you
I'm doing it wrong. Just do that. I've been trying. I'm so scared.
Is it really like the leverage of this? This is always easier to pull from this part.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is what if you pull here, it's going to be more difficult.
Yeah.
Yeah. So once this is locked, like if you're pulling that side,
Oh.
actually my finger part is there, right?
Okay. I got it! I got it! Okay, no, I did it.
So now you know how to open a bottle of wine. And probably, I think, by the looks of the way, you know how to drink it as well.
It's drizzling, gotta retreat. I store my mask in this thing, not advertising or anything, but it's just that I found this plastic really useful. So I've retreated to this room that used to be open air back then, but oh my gosh, if you hear that pinging sound, I'm so sorry, they're making construction here. And also this sweat mark, I'm very sorry, it's a very hot day today and I sweat a lot, and I decided to wear this shirt today, which obviously shows my sweat well, but that's okay. So let me just tell you a bit of like what happened in lab today. As expected, it's super fun, engaging, because like the lectures are just so funny. Okay, it was a class, but I didn't really feel like a formal class. Yeah, so basically what we did was we learned to fold napkins. Apparently it's not that easy, but it feels like origami, but in a more challenging way, because it doesn't really fold. You need an iron to really fold it, so if you get what I mean. We've learned to do the sails folds and this bishop hat crown thing. I didn't know it was a hat. This whole time I always thought it was like a boat, but turns out it's like something you put on a head. And what else did we do? We also learned how to open a wine bottle. Okay, so that was difficult. That was very difficult. Yeah, so we learned that, and how to set a table based on what our customers ordered, and it was really interesting. The class was relatively small. There were like less than 10 of us in our class, in each group. I think it feels like we're going back to like a summer class or some like extracurriculum classes or something like that. It didn't feel like a core class, you know what I mean? So that was that, and yeah, basically that's what it felt like to have face-to-face classes during the pandemic. If you guys liked it, please give it a thumbs up. Thank you for staying all the way here, and if you like more of this, do click subscribe, because I will be making a lot of videos based on like PolyU, still in life, or even about my life. I don't know if you guys even want to see that, but things like that. Please excuse me about this sweat. I don't like it and I'm not proud of it, but hey, so I'm gonna embrace the fact that I sweat and the fact that my shirts show it, even at times I don't want it to show. But oh yeah, comment down below if you too have been attending some face-to-face classes amidst this pandemic. It'd be pretty cool. I would like to know what class you're doing and how that works. So that's all for now, and I'll see you in the next video.
Size part?
Yeah.
Yeah, it is what